What's the challenge this week going to Buffalo? Just winning on the road, is that the next step? I mean, you guys have certainly been dominant at home.
Yeah, winning on the road would definitely be a pretty good one, and obviously going into that hostile environment. I heard a lot about Buffalo, so I'm pretty excited to get up there. And from what I've seen over the last couple of years, Buffalo is a pretty extreme place to play in, so I'm very excited.
Like the Bulls Mafia?
Yeah, I like Bills Mafia. I like their support, man. They're similar to Cowboys fans and how they're supporting things like that. I think it's just a small area. They might be like Wisconsin, not small, but like they remind me a lot of Green Bay. Not a lot to do, but they're all about their ball. So they kind of give me a Green Bay feeling, especially because how cold it is.
Right.
So yeah, I'm excited.
What's the challenge with Josh Allen? I mean, as a runner, as a big, strong quarterback, I mean, you guys got to get your pads, big boy pads on with him, right?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Josh, you got to put him in a different space because he was a cover of Madden, So he's up there with them greats.
Right.
I never told Josh this, but I'm a little jealous that he was the cover of Madden.
Is that a dream of yours to be a Madden cover boy?
I mean, I think growing up, I think that's everyone's dream. Now, if I'm the cover, I'm talking to Madden about how we can make this game a little bit better. Like, I want to have the best game ever. Like, Michael Vick's here. Everyone talks about how they love that game. You go back to certain Maddens, and they're like, this is the Maddens that we love. So I'm going to make sure mine is the best.
How would you make it better?
If I was on the Madden cover, defense would be more important than a lot of offense. The defense abilities, the knockout zones, the effectiveness, the acrobat interceptions. The pass rush would be way more intense. Way more intense. Like, I feel like there needs to be a under pressure, just like how you feel the vibrations of the controller. So when the rush is there, you need to be feeling a little. And only certain quarterbacks need to be able to throw it like how they do, that fearlessness factor. They need to have that ability and stuff like that because, as you can see, not everyone has that.
Are you getting? Are you cool with your rating now? I think they adjusted during the season, don't they?
I'm at this bubble where I'm like a 97, 98. I gotta get maybe I need like a 3-4 sack game to get this 99, but they really making me earn it for sure.
Getting back to tackling Allen.
Yeah.
Is he tougher though?
Josh is tough. I mean, it's not something we all didn't know. Like,
Well, I know, but just from a defensive focus, you don't really have a quarterback like that run around and make the plays he does, and as well as make plays with his feet.
Yeah, Josh just don't really believe in sliding. Josh reminds me a lot of that one crazy guy at the frat. Like, I probably would have hated to be with Josh in college, the one that, make his friends get all the way drunk and you just be, oh, man, I hate going out with this guy. He just does anything, So he's that wild dude on the field, man. Like, he wants to dip his shoulder. He's going to talk trash. He's going to get rowdy. You shoot the beer pong, and he aced the cup. It is on and popping. Like, Josh is, I would love to have a bar grill out with Josh for sure,
Just not this week, though.
Just not this week.
You're feeling better.
I'm feeling a lot better. I'm getting back into my mode.
Joe Brady was recollecting a football camp that he coached that you were at.
Yeah.
When you were coming out of high school, and you decided to go to the camp as a wide receiver.
Yeah, Penn State. Yeah.
What do you remember about that?
So Penn State, I had already had an offer as a rusher. So, there was nothing that I felt like I needed to prove there. Now, my goal going to the camp was I want to show you that I could play offense too. So I was like, I'm only going to play offense today. So I did a lot of running back routes and a lot of receiver routes. And there was actually some DBs that they were going to offer him. And Coach Franklin talks about this story all the time. He's like, man, we were going to offer these two cats, but after you just beat the hell out of them, why would I let them play here? So that's the story I always remember, and I actually had another one when we did it up in Nebraska. I did that in Nebraska too. So
Brady said you're the best receiver in the camp.
yeah.
Yeah.
I keep every time. So Coach Mike I shouldn't be saying this, but I get a couple scout team running back reps. I force him though. It's not like he just says, "Mike, hey, come run this." And I keep telling him every time I touch the ball, I do something with it. So I'm hoping he catches the vision.
There's a lot of discussions yesterday at the league meetings about the officiating and what they see, what they don't see. During a game, do you talk to the officials or you increase those conversations with them about, hey, you missed this, I need your help with this, and those kinds of things?
Yeah, the problem what I see with officiating is I think it becomes a lot more ego thing than it is them actually wanting to call it. So people saying when you come over and talk to a guy nicely, he's going to want to do his job right. But in my eyes, why would I have to talk to you any type of way if you just did your job the first time? Like, I shouldn't be having to talk to you in a certain tone or manner for you to give me a call. Like, I'm not here trying to play patty guy with you. Like, you're affecting my job. I feel like you should just blow your whistle and do what you're, paid to do. At the end of the day, they're just getting paid to call these games. So you should be paid to call the calls that you're getting paid to do. You're not, and they're dictating these games. And, I just don't think they're not being penalized. So they're like, why does it matter? They don't care because they're not getting checks in the mail or notes in the mail about things like that. Like, so that's the only problem I have is like, it's just like they don't care. And then when you tell them, they're just like, oh, so you're away from the play or you can't make the play. Why? Like, how are you telling me what I can make? You in my body, like you got my abilities. You can't make that play. I'm a little different. Like I think I can make every play if I'm near the ball. I mean, like I said, there needs to be more refs. There needs to be look backs. Like there needs to be, besides challenging flags, we need a penalty flag. Like sometimes this stuff needs to be looked at. Like it's a major problem. Like some of these calls, like a missed flag penalty, something, because it's bad. It's bad right now.
You guys lead the NFL in takeaways with 88 since Dan was hired as the coordinator and you were drafted. Josh Allen during that same time period has the most interceptions thrown. What awareness and opportunities is there for you guys in that regard?
I think the awareness is always pretty high. We get the ball video every week that Quentin puts up. But Josh is he's a guy he could go out there and have 0 interceptions and 4 or 5 touchdowns, and he could have a game where he forces things. And he's just a playmaker. He's just trying to make plays. I'm not the one to penalize it because I know what it looks like when he is making plays. You watch his tape, it's all over. You see why he's just great quarterback. So I know we're the Dallas Cowboys, so I know what type of Josh we're going to get. And I don't think it's going to be the one that makes some costly decisions. I think it's going to be the one that's come to beat on us pretty bad. So I'm excited for the matchup.
I think it's supposed to rain. 55% chance we would ask an offense how they would handle it from a defense perspective. Does that mean you're going to ball more because there's more chance to come out?
Yeah, I like the rain. The rain is exciting. Get a little more slippery, a little bit more fun, a little bit more challenging. The rain should increase the intensity of the game. More time to just get after it. And I think that might play into our favor too.
I talked to Stephon Gilmore about, he said he's been talking to you about different ways to take care of your body, diet stuff. What have you learned from him in terms of a preparation and routine standpoint this year?
Yeah, I think just that he's nuts and that I don't know if I'm ready for his type of commitment, but I think from the changes I've made, it has been better. There was a time during training camp where, obviously we're at training camp and there's not really a lot of food options in Oxnard. And I came into lunch one day, and the cooking people, they, cooked the noodles again in the pan. And I saw him, Gannon Cooks and Gilly eating fried noodles. But it wasn't, stir-fry. It was just cooked noodles because they didn't want to eat cheese or they didn't want to eat, cream or anything. They just ate cooked, warmed up noodles. And I just said, are you insane? Just straight noodles. Not even butter noodles. They even put butter on them because it's butter. Just straight noodles. I saw crisp around noodles and I said, you guys are nuts. And I think I went to order Popeyes to get my mind off it. I just said, these guys are too crazy. I got to get some Popeyes.
That's it. Thank you, guys.
What changes did you make? I know you said you're not doing everything he's doing. But
I just I cut down the cheese a little bit. I keep everything organic, almond. I don't really drink whole milk or 2%. I keep everything as clean as I can. incorporate veggies. Keep a lot of fish now, a lot of fish and stuff like that, rather than steak and stuff.
Cool. All right. Thank you, Mike.